Hello everyone, welcome to BTV. It's a beautiful day for hockey in the middle of November 2022. It's Saturday the 12th of November and we're a couple of minutes away from the start of play in the Vitality Women's Premier Division, Beeston versus Wimbledon. Give you a bit of context before we get off and underway. This is the position in the table. You can see it's two teams in the top four who are going head to head. Wimbledon could potentially go top with the way that results go today with a win. Beeston could make their way to the heady heights of second place with a victory today. The two teams met recently. There was a win on the 26th of March for Beeston over Wimbledon. Lucy Billington with two, Sophie Robinson on target as well. Sarah Jane Thorburn scoring for Wimbledon that day. So in recent times, Beeston have beaten Wimbledon. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. They could do it today. But there's only one way to find out, and that's stay tuned to BTV. We've introduced the teams to the crowd here at Nottingham Hockey Centre. Let me introduce them to you as well whilst we get off and underway. Relatively settled lineup for Beeston with a match day 16. Good to see a couple of new faces coming in, freshen things up. But that's mostly the core of the team that's got them to this position in the table so far. Looking at today's visitors, Wimbledon, as a welcome return back to the goalposts at Nottingham Hockey Centre for former Bee Nikki Cochrane. And we've got a sprinkling of internationals as well from England and from Scotland, as well as Wales in that group as well. I think we've got an Ireland international in that as well. We'll investigate the team more fully in time. What we will have is a break before the start of the match because it is a Remembrance Sunday tomorrow. So the teams will come in, they will walk out, and we will have the silence, which is dedicated by the umpire's whistle. So it's me, Andy Day, in the hot seat, and it's a very hot seat in the chapel today. Conditions, as I mentioned, ideal, but it's surprisingly warm in here. It feels almost like August rather than the middle of November. So the team's about to make their way out. We've got our umpiring team. So we've got Janice Tasho and I think Stephen Cox is the other umpire who will be getting us underway in a few moments' time. So the Wimbledon team are in their huddle position on the right-hand side of the field at the moment. Beeston are pretty much ready on the side of the field as well. What we will do is stop me from waffling for a couple of minutes and just pause and prepare for the start of the game. You are watching BTV, where you'll be with us live until the start of the game. BTV. Welcome back to the coverage on BTV, the silence for Remembrance Sunday, which is tomorrow, impeccably observed around Nottingham Hockey Centre. The teams are introducing themselves to each other. Interesting to see that there's been quite a turnover in the Wimbledon squad over the summer months. Anna Toman coming from SCHC, Beth Bingham coming from Holcombe, Flora Peel coming from HDM, Gillian Pinder coming in from Pembroke Warriors, as well as Megan Crowson making the journey from Clifton Robinson. So some quite high-profile transfers into the Wimbledon lineup over the summer. Also losing some important names as well. Aurora Mears has gone to Canterbury. Harriet Dugan has made the trip to Beeston. Sarah Jane Thorburn gone to Clifton Robinsons, and Canterbury have taken on Susanna Townsend. So quite a busy summer of transfer action for Wimbledon. And you have to say, from the position of the table, it's been a successful summer. The only unbeaten team left in the competition as we start match day 8 on BTV. Wimbledon in white, maroon and white. Looks like they'll be attacking the car park end in the first half. 35 minutes divided into quarters. 35-minute halves divided into quarters. Beeston in the impressive looking new shirts, gold and black halved with black and gold skirts and socks. So we're just waiting for the signal to go. And it will be Beeston to get things underway, and Sophie Robinson not wasting any time from the first play. Everyone expecting the ball to go back. She just turned quickly and played the ball out to the left-hand side as an early statement of intent. Not allowing Wimbledon any time to get out of defence, and that was a punch ball, which is difficult to control, that's gone out of play. Ball patrol bringing the ball back. Maddie Pendle gets the first touch of the game, bringing the ball back into defence. Very, very sunny day, so a lot of the time the players are in shadow. So making identification traditionally difficult, but we'll do our best for you. We said a long shadows cast on the blue turf at Nottingham Hockey Centre. This is BTV, it's live. It is Saturday the 12th of November. Hannah Grieve controlling things with an early ball forward. There's Bell with the ball forward, that's been flicked away. Ball's travelled a long way, it's been picked up on halfway, and it's a nice turn. Nice progress down the field. That's an early touch right in front of the goalkeeper. Flicked away right on the crossing of the 23-metre line. Harriet Naismith, long-time Wimbledon player, with a restart. Blow of the whistle goes the favour of Wimbledon. Promising position this, nice energy about the early exchanges. Wimbledon taking time now. Here comes the diagonal ball into the circle, but that doesn't go the way it was scripted. And Beeston will get the restart from around about here. Beeston taking the time to calm things down, but the pressure coming from Wimbledon making Beeston move quickly and potentially make a possession error, which is looking more and more likely as Wimbledon look to press further and further. But Beeston have come out of this very well and crossed over halfway in possession. Players gone to ground. Wimbledon have the ball in the attacking half. Another touch for Naismith. Nice crowd today. As ever, you're not seeing the full crowd on the camera. There's an awful lot of people to the left and behind the camera on the balcony enjoying the sunshine. If you'd like to join the crowds one day, on a particularly good day like today, you're more than welcome to come down, watch the game from the comfort of the balcony, and support your bees. Ball forward looking for Jess Hood. She's been ignored. Falls kindly again for Naismith, who's been involved quite frequently. She's now running off to the left. Ball is away to the right. All action first couple of minutes, and Beeston with a nice slip pass invites a challenge and a turnover again. No Holly Byrne-Webb in the Wimbledon lineup today. Collection of medals she's got with England and GB over the years, but no Holly Byrne-Webb today. It's a nice ball forward. There's the quick ball inside. There's a sliding attempt to turn the ball goalwards. Well, Beeston very quickly broke through the ranks there. And that's probably the best sight of a goal we've seen in the first 4 minutes of play. Good battle for the ball in midfield. Get a bit of ball inside. Penalty corner looks to be awarded for Beeston. Look at that good competitive battle for the ball. Get up with the run towards the edge of the circle. There's the ball inside. I think there's a miscontrol in the Wimbledon defence. It may have even been Captain Toman who got that touch. So going over to inject, it's Sophie Robinson looking to deliver, as she's done quite successfully this season. There's a new departure. Usually it's Robinson who's turning the goals in from instances like this. Two likely candidates just to the onto the right hand side. It's a slow delivery. Advantage being played, but no, the ball is out. Umpire watching very, very carefully. Arm was outstretched pointing towards the goal, but the shot was allowed to come in, and I think that would mean advantage is over. And so, with the ball going wide, possession returns back to Wimbledon, who again are being pressed. I wonder how long both teams can keep up this level of intensity. 6 minutes or thereabouts gone on BTV today. End-to-end stuff so far. Over to the 23-metre line, turning the ball into the circle. There's a risky thing for Beeston's defence to clear. I think that's gone straight out from the attempted shot. See Burnett for Wimbledon at the left-hand side of your picture. Beeston retreating back into defence as the ball rolled out over the sideline. Beeston's defence were hemmed in a tiny bit there. Didn't want to put the ball over the back line. That invited the foul. And that's what eventually turned the ball back over to Beeston. Steadier stuff in defence now. I'm sure the change up in speed was mere moments away, and there's the first time ball through, and that a nice idea, but straight off the baseline. And we've temporarily got two balls on the field, but that one's been let off as Wimbledon stroke the ball out to the right hand side. Beeston trying to make their way out to the fence, and someone got sandwiched there. There's an option to the ball out to the right which has been taken, trying to make the space. You can see that Ella Kuzak is a lot of space on Beeston's right hand side, but there's an awful lot of Wimbledon players making the ball difficult to get to her. In fact, she's come back now inside. Good pace on that one, and you can see that it was appreciated by Nicole Bowen, former Iska player. She was not quite in the right place to receive it, or pass wasn't as good as it was intended. you pick? Harriet Dugan in the squad today, being eased into life as a B. Played in the Ulster squad back in the 2018 school games alongside fellow B, Nadia Banapple. Nine minutes gone. Been fairly even so far. Been very much an end-to-end game. I do wonder how long this level of intensity can be kept up from both sides. Crackles easing the ball on. Nice movement from Wimbledon, using the full space of the field, and that's a nice intelligent ball on the reverse side. Get the ball down to the baseline, trying to get an angle for a ball into the circle that is being defended well so far from Beeston, and that taking a touch, and Beeston can clear. Good defensive movement from Beeston, not allowing that ball being played into the circle, while Wimbledon had so many possible options up front. Team told me it's a difficult day to identify where the ball is on the field because it's so bright out there. Players obviously not having too many problems with it. Arm goes up from Ella Cusack as that ball gets taken off her. Good movement again up front. Can Wimbledon make something from this attack down the right hand side? Player lingering right on the line. No is the short answer. Just checking who was on the line. I thought it was Chilton, and it is. Chilton, who came across to Wimbledon from Surbiton. First time the ball's been in the air in the game. It's fallen kindly for Wimbledon. Stephen Cox, who's just off camera, pointed at his foot, so that's the reason for the free hit. Wimbledon looking for that angle. They've decided to go back via Edie. There's a punched ball in towards the circle. Long corner is the outcome. Edie, Scotland international in the GB squad for the 2024 Olympic cycle. Yet to make an appearance, if my stats are right. Experience throughout this Wimbledon team. That's defended well by Beeston. Shuffling the ball towards halfway, but as you can see, just ambles over the sideline. Anna Reynolds with a restart. Things are starting to open up. There's a nice ball forward by Bowen. Good movement again up front. The defence having to front up. And that's gone over the baseline. Wimbledon starting to look like they're gaining the upper hand, but it's still fairly even. Ball in the last 5 minutes. More down this end of the field than the boulevard end that Beeston are attacking. A miscontrol that's led in Wimbledon. Reverse ball in, skipping out from that ball across. Beeston can clear. Bit of a warning sign from the Beeston defence, who've done very well so far this season. Right in front of the chapel for a restart from Anna Reynolds. Reynolds, who joined ahead of the 2021 season from Royal Heracles. It's quite a cosmopolitan lineup across the Wimbledon match day 16. Beeston's turn to get down to the Boulevard end baseline and try and make something happen. Possession turned over. Wimbledon quickly moving through the gears, trying to get the ball towards halfway. There's an option here. Possession held up illegally. Wimbledon will go again, bringing the ball back to where the offence took place, or there as much. Pressure coming from Beeston. Robinson, you can see nearest. Caris Miller also quite high up the field, trying to make something happen. Not long now until the first break in place. 17.5 minutes. We'll have the first 2-minute quarter-time break. Wherever you're watching us in the world, your thoughts are always welcome. Send us a comment under the video on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitter, that's very close to hitting the corner flag and staying in, but it did whistle over the baseline. If you're watching us on Twitter, send us a tweet. I don't think you can watch us on Facebook, but do send us a message. Oh, we are on Facebook as well. As Beeston have a turnover, there's a player gone to ground, and that's a free hit in a dangerous position. Player who was challenged went to ground. Another free hit in stages, but no suggestion of a card there. Beeston looking to get something going. Quick movement, there's the ball into the circle, there's the turn. Possession though, one back. I think Flora Peel was the furthest, was the player managing to get a stick on the ball. And that move for Wimbledon. Nice flip ball out towards Bowen. Bowen moving things quickly. Sweeping it out to in front of the technical dugout. So a lot of good use of space from both teams in this game so far. Beeston winning the ball back at 90 seconds until the first break. It has been very breathless stuff. Beeston taking the time to stick on the ball, assess the options, what was the right way out. Powered ball forward, which just couldn't have been brought under control. Nice idea. Probably just a bit too much heat on that one for Jess Hood to take comfortably. Beeston win the ball back. It was loose. It went through a couple of players before being picked up by Ella Kuzak. One more attack you feel before the quarter-time break comes in. It's Wimbledon who are in possession on the right-hand side. Beeston blocking the route to the edge of the circle. Free hit. Time continuing to tick away. Umpire Cox, one check of the watch right in front of us in the commentary position. And there is quarter time. Engaging and intriguing first half, even, but you'd say Wimbledon just about shading it, but it's been a close thing. A very enjoyable first 17.5 minutes coming to a close. Beeston 0, Wimbledon 0 on BTV. As ever, your thoughts always welcome. Do let us know where you're watching, how you're watching, and if we're able to, we'll give you a mention. Our headline sponsor is the Magical Mushroom Company. The Magical Mushroom Company harnesses the natural flexibility and strength of mycelium, the material structure of fungi, to grow protective packaging at any scale, combining it with agricultural waste such as hemp, cork and sawdust. This offers a safe, sustainable and totally home compostable alternative to plastic foams, ideal for packaging, horticulture and interior design solutions. You could say they're solving the plastic problem with a magic of mushrooms. Since 2020, the Magical Mushroom Company has produced over 500,000 pieces of mushroom packaging, and by 2023 they'll have effectively removed more than 1,000 tonnes of EPS packaging from landfill. Find out more about the Magical Mushroom Company at magicalmushroom.com. This is BTV. It's a beautiful day for hockey. It's Saturday, the 12th of November 2022. There's hockey going on all over the place today in the women's competition, and there's also a match on tomorrow too, which is slightly unusual. Starting at 12 o'clock today, we have Clifton Robertson's University of Nottingham down at Coombe Dingle, Buckingham University of Birmingham at Stowe School, both of those matches at midday. The 2 o'clock starts, obviously this one you're watching here, Beeston versus Wimbledon, also Holcombe versus Loughborough Students. 4 o'clock this afternoon, Hampstead and Westminster versus Surbiton. And tomorrow at midday in the women's competition, Reading versus East Grinstead. So there we go. That's the position in the women's competition today. If we're able to bring you any scores as news comes through, we'll try to do that for you. However, it's usually quite tricky these days to find out what's going on. So we'll stand by and bring you live coverage of Beeston versus Wimbledon. The second quarter off and underway. Very, very quick this game has been so far. Taken up by Dugan, whose ball forward has been intercepted. Wimbledon now in possession. Interception on the halfway. Arm up from Banalo, who wants it over on the left-hand side. It's been cut out. Attempted interception doesn't quite come off. It's still an electric pace, this match. Fiona Crackles. That's not Fiona Crackles, that's Fiona Burnett. That's a 27. It looks like 21 from here. Yeah, Fiona Burnett from Scotland. And the Great Britain training squad's confirmed for 2022. Just outside the 23, you couldn't have heard that. There's Beth Bingham of Wales. The ball forward, the ball's just been repelled from the edge of the circle. Beeston not getting a full control of the ball yet, and it allowed Wimbledon to get a toe of the stick on it. It's back under possession. A lot of blue turf to work with at the moment. Beeston holding back just a touch. There's Beth Bingham. Ball back, and that's invited more pressure to come on. That tiny miscontrol all had to be gathered. Beeston now starting to press further and further up the field. That's been very neatly done through the middle. There's a good turn as well. Ball into the circle, through everybody and out the other side. Lot of spirit on both sides, trying to win possession of the ball on the far side of the field. Big call of play, swept forward by Susie Petty. There's the skipping ball into the circle. Might we be coming back? No, I don't think so. Sun starting to cause a few problems. Umpire Cox has reached for the peak cap for the start of this second quarter, so the sun must be affecting him. Had one penalty corner so far for Beeston. That was in the first quarter. Drama right at the end a week ago when it was the turn of the men in front of the BTV cameras. That was a very, very late goal. It stopped a 0-0 from happening. That's the score currently. There's a huge amount of hockey still to play, of course, though. Nice close control. Beth Bingham falling under pressure. Nice take in the air. Wimbledon defending robustly, but it's strong challenge. Van Allo, who I think has ultimately ended up giving away the free hit for Wimbledon. More pressure coming again from Beeston, trying to win the ball high up the field. It's a good place to try and win it back. Doing very well. Maybe a Chilton just getting a little friendly push out of harm's way. Aerial ball, bounces once, bounces twice. Sophie Robinson was on the chase. Has gone to Wimbledon from that restart. Rides one challenge to Susie Petty, but not the second. Will be coming back though, I think. Bingham. Pace slowing down just another couple of notches as Wimbledon look at what's in front of them. Can they find a way through? They've decided to go 1-2 touch to try and speed things up around the edge of the circle. And seems to have worked with that injection of pace. Long corner for the restart. To the corner, there's the ball now into the circle. Long corner again. Sustained pressure coming from the Wimbledon team. That ball directly out. And Beeston will be able to restart from the side in the shade. Into the 25th minute. Nice skills. And there's the aerial ball, bounces. There's the takedown. Under control. It's Millington who has the ball now. Bell. And the ball back. And decent movement. There's the sound of a crunching stick on stick. And now up to deal with. Beeston still in possession, 25 minutes completed. You're watching BTV. There's the aerial ball bounces once. There's a control. Miller, who's been taken out to the right-hand side. Miller now tries to find a foot. It's even better than that. It's turned towards goal. It is a penalty corner for Beeston, second of the game. Now there's the aerial ball that was missed, and then Miller was quick into it. Not the greatest of touches first of all, so she had to go out to the right hand side. She was still in possession. I think it just touched the initial player, who I think may have been Crapple's second penalty corner for Wimbledon to defend. As the trap is played out towards the left-hand side. Neat routine, but doesn't come off for Beeston. It's still in possession, though. And they've gifted that possession away. Intricate routine that looked pretty good until it broke down. Nice ball towards the edge of the circle. Option here that hits the pants of Nikki Cochrane. First shot on goal, that coming in the 27th minute. Kate Axford being encouraged by a teammate to go forward. Beeston scrambling to get the ball out of harm's way, and it's a penalty corner given away. Axford, foot on the gas, crosses the 23-metre line, goes inside. There's the scrambling Beeston defence. Not sure it was, Hannah Grieve was definitely disappointed with the award. I'm not sure she was the player that caused that award to be given. So Jen Eady is Wimbledon's top scorer with 4. Slip ball in, crunched low and hard. It's still live. Beeston get the ball out of harm's way via the sideline. Well defended, but what a punch towards a goal that was. Delicate aerial ball, skips once, twice, and now rolls towards the left sideline. Kate Axford with that ball forward. Goalkeeper had a long way. She tried to be lobbed from a very, very small distance. Taking a touch from the Beeston player. th minute on BTV. Both teams now with a presentable chance in the last 5 minutes or so. Working the 2 goalkeepers. Nikki Cochrane in the Wimbledon goal, former B. And Steph Tyrrell, the second season at Beeston, who replaced Nikki Cochrane. Few small planes out and about today. I wonder if we can pick that up on a pitch side microphone. Sounds like an episode of The Flying Doctor. Pendle looks to go long. That's been missed in the air, and Beeston held up illegally 5 metres outside the circle. 4 minutes or thereabouts until the end of the half. Can Beeston get a toe hold in the game? Looking to build something here. The movement isn't there for that ball forward, and that's gone all the way through for a restart for Wimbledon. Good defence again from this Beeston side. Wimbledon yet to be defeated. 7 games into the season. This is game number 8. Probably the season highlight coming on the 22nd of October with a 2-1 victory at home over Surbiton. Forward play resulting in a penalty corner. Ella Kuzak kept running and running and running, and just when she saw the opportunity, played the ball onto the foot to earn 3rd penalty corner, if my maths is all right, in this first half. Now you can see the run takes it just outside the 23-metre line. She's pressured to come into the right hand side, but as soon as she steps over the line, engineers a penalty corner. She's going over to inject herself. You can see number 10 on the back of Hannah Grieve. Will it go her way? There's a shuffle and there's a change. It is going towards Grieve eventually, low and hard and flicked away. Repelled impressively by Wimbledon, and there's a player down. The clock is stopped, so we'll just hold on a moment just to make sure everything is all right. And it's Grieve who's hobbling away and skipping, and I'm trying to work out if she's going directly off for attention. It's 2 minutes till half time. Yeah, I think she's gone off for an early check on that one. It's definitely not a suspension. I think she's definitely hurt herself. So keep you posted. If you are going to get clattered just before half time, it's not the worst time for it to happen, really. Beeston into the circle again. Can they make something happen here? Repelled again by Wimbledon. Solid defence. Big shouts of time. Just taking the pace of that ball. Check back from Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick, one of the players that she wants that ball back really quickly. Excited to see more of Kilpatrick coming from Belfast Harlequins. Played in the final of the World Cup qualifiers back in October 2021 as Beeston make progress towards the 23-metre line. Just held up here. Is there an opportunity for the ball to be played into the circle one more time? It's gone out to the left-hand side. Played in. It's still loose. Cochrane has to kick the ball clear. Wimbledon just standing still in defence. I think they may have anticipated a whistle that never came. Miller in towards the circle. Options just can't be controlled, and Wimbledon elegantly out of defence. Strong end to the half for Beeston, but they can't find a way through so far. Now the match clock says 35 minutes, and we agree with the umpires on the field. That has been a very enjoyable half of hockey on BTV. No goals to tell you about, but very enjoyable indeed. It looks as if we will have between 7 and 10 minutes of half time to go through. So what we will do is have a short break. We'll thank our sponsors when we return. This is BTV. Beeston 0, Wimbledon 0. Welcome back to BTV. Teams making their way out for the second half. No goals, but plenty of action and drama in the first 35 minutes before we start the second 35 minutes. A reminder, our main live streaming partner is Air IT. With over 15 years of industry experience, they're a mature, well-established and trusted strategic technology partner to a wide range of organisations and in-house teams. With comprehensive expertise across IT, communications, cybersecurity and business intelligence, Air IT will cover all your technology needs. Whether you choose to fully outsource or complement in-house resources, we provide a complete managed solution from initial advice to supply, implementation and ongoing support. Find out more at airit.co.uk. Second half begins, almost like we'd scripted that. Beeston 0, Wimbledon 0 on BTV. Looking at the stats over half time, Wimbledon have scored 14 and conceded 9 if my GCSE maths from 1995 is still valid. Interestingly, 3 draws this season for Wimbledon, each of them being 2-2, which I think is a weird statistical anomaly in itself. Beeston attacking the boulevard end in the first half, and that's the one that they're defending in the second. If you're just joining us, it's Wimbledon in the white, maroon and white, playing from left to right, attacking the boulevard end. Beeston in the halved gold and black shirts. That's a nice turn. Just running into trouble. Wimbledon picking up and then turned towards goal illegally. Hairy moments in the defence. Beeston playing right to left as his second half starts to be making itself known. Aerial ball out of defence, that's taken a couple of skips and that's been taken down very neatly indeed. First time across the halfway line for Beeston in the second half, and immediately Wimbledon play the ball quickly towards the 23-metre line. Grieve doing very well to try and harry and hassle and try and win the ball back before the circle is broken into, but the ball is in the circle now and umpires' outstretched arms indicate that it's gone out off a Wimbledon stick. Beeston to defend. Bell just about to deliver the ball full, but she was fouled. Very close to being intercepted as Grieve with a diagonal ball left to right. Bounces once, bounces twice. Good pace. Umpire watching things as the ball is into the circle. Who gets the touch on that? So he may be watching. This is the early game today. I think it's the early game today. No, it's the late game today, so he might still be at home watching. Warm welcome to Colin Pike as well if you're watching. Thanks very much for continuing to provide the statistics that help me and the team at BTV so much. So thanks again to Colin Pike. Here's the ball across to Grieve. Nice first time ball, but also equally good interception. This is one of those occasions where there looks far more than 22 players on the field because there's so much movement. He's held up to win it back on the 23-metre line. Probably about an hour away now from the sun setting in the distance, and won't come soon enough for us to enjoy unimpeded views of the players and players' names, but we'll get there. So apologies if the name checks haven't been as frequent as you usually expect. We can certainly see that's Jane Kilpatrick looking to turn, getting held up by Megan Crowson. Megan Crowson, bronze with England indoors in Belgium, 2018 at the Euro Hockey Indoor Championship 2, former Clifton Robertson's player. one of the new signings at the start of the season. Beeston getting the benefit of the umpire's whistle. They can set something up here. They're looking to inject a bit of pace with the ball being played into the circle now. That's not come off. And Wimbledon can clear. Sophie Robinson making a case to the umpire. Not sure it's going to change anyone's mind. Good use of the space on the field again. And you can hear Kate Axford being held up. Right in front of us, Anna Toman whips the ball forward. Wimbledon's captain. Strong ball in, which has been held up and defended particularly well. Nice delay on that one to make the space for the easier route out of defence. That's, again, brilliant defence from Wimbledon. Not allowing Beeston to get out of that final third of the field. Skip ball forward again. Incremental progress down the field and tapped away. Nice ball inside. Nice ideas continuing to be put together by this Beeston team. Can they make something happen a little bit further up the field? Wimbledon circle and look to try and win that ball back as far up the field as they can. But Beeston have it over halfway now. Play breaking down just a tiny bit here. Over halfway, Axford goes. Carried the ball a long way and being watched every single step of the way. Ball over the baseline, nudged over by a Beeston player. It will be Toman, the captain, to restart. So the band on the left leg indicating captain. Another push as well. If you're wherever you're watching us in the world, let us know. Interaction is everything, and the more people interact, the better it is. We go up search rankings, and we can spread the good word of hockey. Even better if we reach further and further up those streaming charts. Tell a friend, let us know. Let them know that BTV is on every weekend. There's a nice ball again forward. That's taken a touch, but Beeston's still in possession. But only for a short while. Suggestion that 5 metres wasn't maintained at that restart. That one's been let go. Wimbledon streaking now down the left-hand side. And again held up by Beeston. This is, yes, we've not had any goals yet, but it's a very different dynamic to a week ago, where we saw in the men's competition it was a 0-0. This is full of gusto, and two teams towards the top end of the table, going toe-to-toe, looking for the win. And I think a week ago we were seeing two teams at the bottom end of the table who were, I think, more afraid of losing than potentially getting all 3 points, and that's the sometimes what happens in the table. Position is key. There will be a break coming up. 3 more fixtures for Wimbledon after this one. Away to Holcombe on the 19th of November, then hosting East Grinstead on the 26th. Then on the 3rd of December, the University of Nottingham making a trip from across the car park down to Wimbledon. That one starting at 1:30. That will be the end of the first part of the Premier Division season that weekend. That one falling foul. The umpire's whistle. Toman looking to place the ball precisely for the restart. Goes back a long way. There's an angle ball out to the left, but that's not the option that's been taken. Toman taking another touch. Nothing there. Nice precision ball onto the 23-metre line. Good twists, good turns. Is there another pass to be found? Yes, there is. Wimbledon keep the movement going now down the right-hand side. Toman again looked to go inside, but went outside with the ball. Toman seeing a huge amount of the ball in this move. For their part, though, Beeston standing firm, denying those easy routes towards goal. There's good defence. Again, watching the ball as it goes in. Umpire right on things. Wimbledon have another bite of the cherry as the ball gets turned in towards the circle. Pushed away. It's still live. It's back in the circle again. Beeston defend it again for a 3rd time in quick succession. Umpire watching on from just in front of the corner flag, making a lot of space. I wonder if we'll see play stopped here because there's no route out. Well, we will see a stop in play because there's a free hit. And Beeston can clear. 46 minutes played. Beeston 0, Wimbledon 0. Beautiful day for hockey. Long shadows cast by the setting sun here at Nottingham Hockey Centre. Now, everyone's always welcome. If you've never picked up a stick before and you'd like to try, then you can come down as well. If you've been inspired by watching the games wherever you are in the world, you're always welcome to come down and sample some of the famous atmosphere as well as the hockey. The ball is played down the left-hand side. That's a nice bit of control and shielding the ball again. Being carried a long way. Whistle blows on the favour of Beeston, but they will be coming back. It's actually been turned over. It is a Wimbledon ball. Next break in play coming at 52.5 minutes. Little mix-up in defence, but Wimbledon have dealt with it well. Stolen on the edge of the circle, shooting opportunity, and that's a great save from Cochrane, denying what would be a certain goal. Long corner. That is the closest we've come yet to a goal. And that may have surprised the Wimbledon defence. First time they've really been breached in that way in the entire game. Having a look out of the window as the play is going on. I think that might be another rogue number. No, I think we're all good. Play going on after the whistle had blown. Very warm day here in Nottingham. Total contrast to 6 or 7 days ago when we were getting persisted on. There's the ball in the circle again, knocked behind, long corner for Wimbledon. They're getting buzzed by some flies in the chapel, which is very unusual for the middle of November. Ball into the right-hand side of the circle, shooting opportunity, and away. Things are really starting to open up, more and more cracks in both defences over the last couple of minutes or so. Which team will be the first one to capitalise? Get the ball in the goal. 50th minute on BTV. Ball played over the sideline. Yet to see a card in this fixture. So Grieve definitely moving around as normal, following that bump on what was the foot towards the end of the first half. Held up outside the circle, and Beeston will clear. About 90 seconds until three-quarter time. Your thoughts on who's been the player of the match? Always welcome as well. Aerial ball with purpose and precision. That's good hustling again. .60 seconds to go until three-quarter time. Again, well watched in the Beeston defence. We were down to the very, very final second a week ago. We saw the first goal. Is it going to be another late show? I get the feeling that there's not going to be a goal in this third quarter. However, the ball is still in possession with Beeston. Stevens is furthest forward there in that potential movement. Toman right on halfway. Carried over by Lauren Barreau. Beeston's captain. Toman again. 10 seconds or thereabouts. There's the ball played in towards the edge of the circle. Well watched in the Beeston defence. Now there's a chase on. Is there time to get the ball over halfway? No, there isn't. Smack bang on the match clock at 52.5 minutes. Three-quarter time has blown. No goals. You can see on the caption. Normally we tell you the goal scorers, but there it is. You can still see on the top left of your screen with a 2-minute three-quarter time break. To come, it's Beeston 0, Wimbledon 0. Just to let you know, we're also proud to partner with Club Buzz. Club Buzz lets sports clubs build an incredible website and manage their entire club, including their team selection and payments, with the Club Buzz app, which is rated 5 stars in the Apple App Store. Get started for free with Club Buzz at clubbuzz.co.uk. clubbuzz.co.uk. This is BTV. 17.5 minutes to play. Will we find a winner? It was very, very late a week ago. Is there a winner? Is there a goal to be found in the next 17.5 minutes play? Wimbledon's form in the last 5 games coming into this one. 8th of October, 3-1 win away at Hampstead and Westminster. Very, very useful result. University of Birmingham away 2-2 draw, then a home 2-1 win over Surbiton. Buckingham then being defeated 2-0 away, and then it's a 2-2 draw against Clifton Robinsons at home. So a couple of very good results around with teams around them in the table in the Vitality Women's Premier Division. Beeston, in the same time, 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. So a similar form, but of course no losses for Wimbledon. Winning against Reading and losing against Clifton Robinsons. But it's been Holcombe away, 3-1 win. University of Birmingham, 2-0 win. Then a 3-3 draw last weekend at East Grinstead, and that sets us up for the final 17.5 minutes. Out of the traps quickly are Wimbledon, looking to get that breakthrough goal. Suggestion of obstruction. Outlet ball coming. Skipping down towards halfway, picked up by Captain Tobin, who turns into trouble. Bell doing well to hold off a decorated Toman. England and GB international since 2017, gold medalist from Birmingham in 2022, bronze with Great Britain in Tokyo in 2020, bronze in the Gold Coast in 2018 with England. New player on SCHC for 2022-23. High profile players in over the summer. A reminder that over the summer, Anna Toman, as we've discussed, Beth Bingham, Flora Pill, Gillian Pinder and Megan Crowson all coming in. Things are pretty well so far for Wimbledon. Free hit for the visitors. Having to go back as Beeston have done a decent job of blocking most of the main routes into the circle. Toman trying to play the ball into the circle. That's had to be watched carefully, and that's away somehow. Goalkeeper Steph Tyrrell having to come into action there. I'm not sure exactly how that ball got in towards the goalkeeper. Wouldn't mind seeing that one again, to be honest, but we'll... It's a very delicate moment. There's the ball right on the edge. Maxi. Promising from Wimbledon, slower ball in towards the circle. Beeston having to retreat. Right in front of the goalkeeper, and Beeston calmly easing things out of defence. Another good battle for the ball. Who can come out on top here? Couple of exchanges of possession and good pace from Axford, looking to cause a nuisance and win the ball back for her side. Has gone the way of Beeston. 15 minutes or thereabouts to play. As ever, wanting your thoughts and comments via the socials. As coming off the foot, Wimbledon having to retreat 5 metres for the restart. Toman, who's really coming into the game the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. She was there throughout, of course, but really coming to the fore, making things happen. Miller battling with Toman, and Miller coming out on top. I think that was an attempted aerial that went awry. Just beyond the reach of Kate Axford. I think this is more of a theme now, if you were looking to sum this up in a sentence, this match, as we were coming up to the 57th minute being completed. There's an interesting ball forward. It's still a very even game, but Wimbledon are slightly on top, and it's not a lot in it. But Wimbledon, you feel, are slightly on top. It's still anybody's game though. Beeston feel like they can make a way towards that 23-metre line. There's a nice ball on the reverse, and there's a potential for a shooting opportunity here. Player furthest forward held up. She may have felt there was something in that, but no, clean challenge. There's still a lot of fight in this Beeston side. You couldn't say with confidence who will score this first goal, if there will be one. There's a nice trap in the middle of the field. That's Benalla with the ball. Tries to work her way around the outside. That's tapped away by Axford. Sideline is the call. Right on the 23-metre line. Rolled in from the restart. What's the option? Benalla back in possession again. Has to go back. Skipping ball taken down by Grieve. Still showing no ill effects from that crunch on the ankle, I think it was, towards the end of the first half. No penalty corners for Wimbledon so far in this game. Beeston have had certainly 3 to my mind. Nice push ball forward. It's will this be collected? No. Wimbledon happy to watch the ball come out of harm's way from their point of view. If you are watching and fancy more hockey today, do come on down to Nottingham Hockey Centre. The Beeston's men are in action later on. Just looking for confirmation. 5:30, I think the match start is. Do come down for that one. We're unable to bring you that one on BTV. Or if you'd like to go and cheer the men of Beeston in Premier Division action, do come on down to Nottingham Hockey Centre. Pitch 4 is where you need to head to for the men's match later on today. We aren't able to bring you that on BTV, but if you are able to come down, you are very, very welcome. Wimbledon in the circle, just unable to be brought under control. 60th minute, 10 minutes to go in the game. Aerial ball swept forwards. Beeston win it, and with purpose. Robinson slides the ball forward. Goalkeeper's had to come and kick the ball to safety. It's still with Beeston on the left-hand side. Is there a route into the circle? It's been played in towards the top, but no, nothing there. And Wimbledon sees the opportunity to stream forward, and there's a big bump in the middle of the field. Are we going to see a possible card? Certainly player on the ground hasn't come out of this very well at all. That's floor appeal by the looks of things. Who's just picking herself up off the floor. Clock running again. It'd be a shame if this game drifted to a conclusion. It's not been that sort of game. It's we're just having an off-air production meeting. I think there's definitely been a 0-0 since 2017. I think that was prior to the time of BTV being a thing. So we were moments away a week ago of having a 0-0 draw. Literally the last touch of the ball was the decisive factor a week ago. And will we see something similar today? There's a nice take. Burrell looks forward, takes a touch off Kate Axford, who's had a very impressive game so far. Umpire not happy with the restart, and So Burrell will be unhappy with that as well, because it looks like it's gone directly to Wimbledon from that restart. Here's Axford continuing her run down the right-hand side. The ball is slid in, comes off a Beeston player, will be a free hit for Wimbledon. Good position on the field, trying to pull the Beeston defence so to the left as we're looking at it, so the ball goes to the right. But with 2 balls on the field, we'll be holding up that restart for a second or two. 8 minutes still on the clock. It'd be amazing if there's a winning goal in the final seconds, 2 weeks in a row. I've just got the feeling, though, it won't be there's still a goal in this game. There's been too much good play for there not to be a goal. At the start of the day, Wimbledon still the only undefeated team in the competition. At the moment, that record stays intact. If we're able to bring you some of the other matches in the Vitality Women Premiers Division scores, if we're able to, we'll try and do that for you as well. Beeston getting the benefit of the whistle, bang on halfway. Kilpatrick making herself available on the left-hand side, and that's where the ball's gone to. Takes a touch, looks to shape inside, but turns. Who's appealing for a foul, but nothing's there. Chilton, dispossessed by Burrell, who's in turn put it over the sideline. Played onto the foot of Fiona Burnett of Scotland. Aerial ball just misjudged in the air. Toman again, who's had a very, very impressive match, particularly so in the second half. Chilton, a layoff. Ball in the circle. Umpire's arms are wide again, indicating that was a Wimbledon ball. We're getting the video printer updated in front of me, so as soon as the information comes through, I'll get some of those results or latest scores. We'll check if they're what they are. So those are results. An important win for Buckingham at the bottom of the table. First win of the season is set in 8 attempts. They beat the University of Birmingham by 2-0, and it's an away win for the University of Nottingham at Clifton Robinson's. Big results at both ends of the table. This match, which is top 2 teams in the top 4 meeting each other with 5 minutes still to play, 0-0, finally poised. Is there going to be a winner? Breaking down on the Beeston right-hand side. Hemmed in, though, in front of the corner flag. Wimbledon have worked it very, very smartly towards the 23-metre line, but Beeston finally managed to get the toe end of the stick on the ball, winning possession back. Playing it quickly towards the 23-metre line. Shadows long on the field. Sun in the eyes of the players, making things very difficult indeed. Requesting for blinds on the shopping list for the chapel for Christmas, maybe. Long corner for Beeston. 4 minutes to play. It's the end of the field they want it to be. Grieve takes a touch. Sweeps it back out to the right-hand side. Interesting ball. It's played towards the edge of the circle. Takes a couple of bounces. Who did that come off last? A Beeston player. Toman running from deep. Nice use of the 3D skills by Olivia Chilton, just lifting the ball over the advancing stick. Beeston back into possession again, and they've got a free hit on the right-hand side. 3 minutes to play. Kuzak. Grieve. Takes a touch. Swept towards the right-hand side, over the 23-metre line. And there's the turn, ball in the circle, and away again. Wimbledon's defence have been very impressive indeed. Good interception. Lauren Dunn finding Karis Miller, who I think has the free hit with 2 minutes to play. So the players won't see what's on the match clock from around about this point. You're very fortunate, you get to see the match clock. The players don't. Banal with the ball whipped forward but off the field of play. Flip ball down to the left-hand side. Has that been kept in? No. Beeston have the chance to sail the ball towards the car park end, and that's through the air is the route that's gone down. Who's closest to the ball? Beeston in possession over the 23-metre line. There's a pass on towards the baseline and carried over. Really harried in the defence. Clock stops, I think. Well, yes, we've got 2 balls on the field for a second. We are rolling again. Axford gifts the ball back away to Beeston. 60 seconds to play. Just being kept in, and it's been stolen. Peel. Here's a restart. Peel with a great angle ball towards the edge of the circle. Opportunities, and that's a great save. Unbelievable effort from Steph Tyrrell in the Beeston goal. It's still live. Drama. Wimbledon close to snatching it with 30 seconds to play. Another ball flung towards the sideline. It's not in either team's favour to have it there at the moment if they want to score a winner. Wimbledon enter the circle. Not so. Denied by Beeston. 10 seconds or thereabouts. The restart being taken from the right point. Now the match clock on the screen says 70 minutes. We'll be guided by what the umpires say. Turn, shot. Wimbledon were looking for a free hit, and there's a player down. We may be going into overtime. No, we won't. That is the end of the game. We won't dwell too long. There is a player down, and we're looking for medical attention. So I think Hannah Grieve is the player that's down on the floor. She was injured towards the end of the first half and seemed to be okay. I think she's taken a bang, but we'll keep you posted on that one, but we won't show you how things are going on the screen. So there it is. From the first time in my memory, we've brought you a 0-0 match on BTV. It was a very impressive game between two teams that are destined for good things. Wimbledon keep their unbeaten run as they move on to 16 points for the season. Beeston move on to 15 for the season. Both of them will remain in the top 6 for the following this weekend's round of fixtures. You can see that Hannah Greaves now seems to be up and about okay. Usually we tell you the goal scorers. There we go, we've done that. Beeston 0, Wimbledon 0 is the final score. We'll be back for more BTV next weekend. Let me look at the notes and see what fixtures that we're bringing you. So it is University of Exeter host Beeston's men on the 20th. Don't forget, if you want to come over and watch Beeston's men away over the car park at University of Nottingham, that match is starting at 7, according to the list on the England Hockey website. Beeston men back here on the 27th of November, and that'll be the final turnout on BTV for the men's team. That's the 27th of November, which means, looking at the rest of the fixtures, Beeston women versus Surbiton next time out on the 19th of November. That match, according to the website, again down at midnight, which is unlikely. I'm going to guess it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 19th of November. Beeston women versus Surbiton, 2 times in a row in front of the BTV cameras. So that is your plan for next week on BTV. Thanks to everybody here for bringing you BTV today as the sun sets beautifully. One for your screen screensaver or desktop background. I think that's what you call it these days. As the sun sets, and it looks like Derby's been nuked, but that's not quite what's happened. It's just a really big sunset. Many thanks to our sponsors, Magical Mushroom Company. Find out more from the Magical Mushroom Company at magicalmushroom.com. Thanks also to our live streaming partner, airit.co.uk. And thanks also to Club Buzz for your club. You could get yourself an incredible website, clubbuzz.co.uk. clubbuzz.co.uk. I've been Andy Day, bringing you the first 0-0 draw that I can remember on BTV. 0-0 draws are always boring, aren't they? Definitely not this one. From all of us at BTV, thanks for keeping us company. We'll see you next week. In possession, 25 minutes completed. You're watching BTV. As the aerial ball bounces once, there's a control. Miller, who's been taken out to the right-hand side. Miller now tries to find a foot. It's even better than that. It's turned towards goal. It is a penalty corner for Beeston, second of the game. Kate Axford being encouraged by a teammate to go forward. Beeston scrambling to get the ball out of harm's way, and it's a penalty corner given away. A 2-1 victory at home over Surbiton. Beeston's forward play resulting in a little mix-up in defence, but Wimbledon have dealt with it well. Stolen on the edge of the circle, shooting opportunity, and that's a great save from Cochrane, denying what was being kept in, and it's been stolen. Peel. Here's a restart. Peel with a great angle ball towards the edge of the circle. Opportunities, and that's a great save. Unbelievable effort from Steph Tyrrell in the Beeston goal. It's still live.